But what I'm going to say about the holding on to baggage or how do you release baggage, for me, therapy wasn't the only way to release baggage.
Of course not. Okay.
For me, when I came out of my first marriage, first of all, I was young. So learning that you even have baggage at 20-something years old is hard to do. Like, you don't even acknowledge baggage at 20-something years old. You don't see the hurt, you don't see the trauma. You just kind of keep moving. One of the things that I will say is probably the worst advice that I've ever heard with people trying to get over relationship trauma, especially, is, the best way to give it over one is to get under another. That is horrible advice. Horrible advice.
But it feels good.
It may feel good for a moment, but it is bad advice, because the truth of the matter is, one thing that I learned going through my own issues is you have to give yourself time. And when I say give yourself time, yourself time to heal, yourself time to reevaluate, yourself time to learn what it is that I really want going forward. I had an ex, and it wasn't my ex-husband, but I had an ex that broke me. I'm talking completely broke me. And it was because he was that person that I pushed the limits with. So all of those things that I was reserved with, all of those feelings that I kept bottled up and reserved, all of those things that I kept reserved, all those I'd never do. I pushed the limit with him, and I did those things. So to be hurt by him was that break. He was the one that broke me. And when I met my husband, I was broken. I was completely broken when I met my husband. And I was honest with him and told him that I was broken. But because I was broken, it took me too long to unbreak. It was a lot of stuff that I would blame on him, or certain things that I wouldn't give him the benefit of doubt on, because because my ex
looked familiar.
Yeah, it was familiar. I saw that.
Just Our Opinion with Robin, Mike, and Ty is available on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Facebook, and many more. Join us live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. or listen to us wherever you enjoy podcast. And please like, share, and follow.